Here, in the vast expanse of southeastern Anatolia, lies a city of profound antiquity. We are rising now gently into the warm morning air. Below us, Diyarbakır begins to reveal its ancient heart. The light of the early sun catches the landscape, painting it in soft hues of gold and ochre. There is a stillness in this moment, a quiet reverence that seems to rise from the very stones themselves. This is not a city that shouts its presence. Instead, it whispers tales of millennia, of empires risen and fallen, and of a resilience etched into its very foundations. From this vantage point, we are privileged observers, floating on the currents of time. The world below unfolds like a historical map, a living testament to human endurance and artistry. The air is calm, carrying only the faintest murmur of life beginning its day. We can see the city awakening, not with a rush, but with a slow, deliberate rhythm that has been perfected over countless generations. The scale of this place is immense, yet from our peaceful perch, it feels intimate, knowable. We are about to embark on a journey, not just over a place, but through the layers of history that have shaped it. This is Diyarbakır, a hidden gem of Turkey, waiting to share its serene beauty with those who take the time to look. Look there. Encircling the old city is a magnificent, unbroken ring of black basalt. These are the walls of Diyarbakır, one of the longest and best-preserved defensive fortifications in the world. From our aerial perspective, they appear as a formidable dark ribbon meticulously laid upon the earth. They stretch for nearly 6 kilometers, a testament to the engineering prowess of the Romans who first constructed them in their grand form. Over the centuries, they have been reinforced, rebuilt, and embellished by Byzantines, Arabs, and Ottomans, each civilization leaving its indelible mark upon the stone. They are not merely a barrier, but a living chronicle of the city's long and often turbulent history, a steadfast guardian against the tides of time. The walls are punctuated by great towers and monumental gates, each with its own story. We can see them clearly from here, standing as proud sentinels along the perimeter. There are over 80 towers, each unique in its design, some round, some square, some polygonal. They cast long shadows in the morning light, creating a dramatic interplay of light and dark against the black stone. These were not just defensive structures. They were symbols of power and prestige. The gates, such as the Grand Harput Gate to the north, served as the primary arteries of the city, controlling the flow of trade, armies, and pilgrims for centuries. Flying along their length, we observe the intricate details carved into their surface. There are inscriptions in Greek, Latin, and Arabic, and reliefs depicting eagles, lions, and mythological creatures. The basalt itself, a volcanic rock quarried locally, gives the walls their distinctive somber hue. It is incredibly durable, which explains their remarkable state of preservation. From this height, the walls define the very shape and soul of old Diyarbakır. They separate the ancient city from the new, creating a distinct, historical island amidst the modern world. They have watched over this land for nearly 2 millennia, and they continue their silent vigil today. Now, let us drift over the ancient walls and gaze down upon the city they protect. What we see is a remarkable mosaic of rooftops, a tapestry woven from terracotta tiles, flat earthen roofs, and the occasional glint of metal. The colors are a subtle palette of earthy reds, warm browns, and sun-bleached tans, creating a harmonious and gentle landscape. The rooftops are clustered together, rising and falling in a gentle rhythm, separated only by the narrow canyons of the streets below. This dense arrangement is a characteristic of ancient cities, designed for shade, community, and defense. It is a beautiful, intricate pattern, revealing the organic growth of the city over many centuries. From this height, we can appreciate the unique architectural language of the region. Many of the older homes feature flat roofs, which traditionally served as extra living spaces during the hot summer months. Here, families would sleep under the stars, catch the cool night breezes, and gather for social occasions. We can imagine these spaces, now quiet in the morning light, as hubs of domestic life. Interspersed are the pitched roofs of newer structures, their red tiles adding a vibrant splash of color to the scene. This blend of styles tells a story of continuity and change, of traditions being maintained even as the city evolves. The layout is not a rigid grid, but a complex, almost cellular structure. Courtyards, hidden from street level, appear as small green squares of tranquility amidst the dense clusters of buildings. These are the private hearts of the homes, secret gardens offering respite from the world outside. We can just make out the tops of fruit trees, fig, pomegranate, and mulberry, peeking over the walls of these enclosed spaces. They are little pockets of nature, oases of calm woven into the urban fabric. This interplay between the built environment and the natural world is a key element of the city's charm, a charm that is most apparent from our peaceful vantage point. As we float slowly onwards, the sheer density of the old city is striking. The houses lean towards one another as if sharing secrets, their roofs almost touching in places. This is not a city of grand, open boulevards, but one of intimate spaces and human scale. Beneath the canopy of rooftops lies a world hidden from our direct view, yet its presence is clearly defined by the patterns we see from above. The narrow, winding streets of the old city form a complex labyrinth. They are not straight lines, but meandering pathways that twist and turn, creating an intricate network that connects every corner of this ancient quarter. From our aerial perspective, they appear as dark, slender fissures in the urban landscape, canyons of shadow that offer coolness and shade from the powerful sun. This design is not accidental. It is a brilliant adaptation to the region's climate, ensuring that the laneways remain shaded for much of the day. These alleys are the veins and arteries of the old city, carrying the flow of life. Though from up here, all is still. We cannot see the people, but we can imagine them moving through these passages, their footsteps echoing softly against the stone walls. The streets are too narrow for most modern vehicles, preserving a slower, more deliberate pace of life. This has helped to maintain the historical character of the quarter, protecting it from the rush of the outside world. The layout encourages walking, social interaction, and a sense of close-knit community. It is a design that prioritizes people over machines, a concept that feels both ancient and remarkably forward-thinking. Occasionally, the labyrinth opens up into a small square or the courtyard of a public building like a mosque or a caravanserai. These openings are like clearings in a dense forest, providing moments of light and open space before the narrow paths resume. The irregularity of the street plan is a key part of its defensive genius. An invading force would become quickly disoriented and trapped within the confusing maze, unable to navigate its bewildering twists and turns. Floating above this intricate web, one gains a profound appreciation for the organic way in which the city has grown. It was not planned on a drawing board, but evolved over time, shaped by the needs of its people, the topography of the land, and the constant imperative of defense. Each turn in the alley, each blind corner has a reason for being there. It is a living puzzle, a testament to a form of urbanism that is deeply connected to human experience. From the sky, we see the complete pattern, a beautiful and complex design that speaks of a civilization that understood how to build in harmony with its environment and its culture. Let us now shift our gaze towards the east, where a great shimmering presence defines the landscape. This is the Tigris River, one of the two legendary rivers that gave birth to civilization in this fertile crescent. From our elevated position, it appears as a wide, majestic waterway, its surface reflecting the vast blue of the sky. It flows with a serene and timeless grace, its gentle currents having shaped this land for millennia. The river snakes its way through the plains, its banks lined with lush greenery that stands in vivid contrast to the arid tones of the surrounding terrain. This ribbon of life has nourished empires, witnessed the passage of armies, and sustained the people of Diyarbakır for its entire existence. The city is perched on a high basalt plateau overlooking a bend in the river, a strategic location chosen for its natural defenses. Below the walls, we can see the famous Hevsel Gardens, a verdant expanse of agricultural land that stretches along the riverbank. These gardens, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, have been cultivated for thousands of years, fed by the life-giving waters of the Tigris. They appear as a patchwork of green, a vital lung for the city. The river has always been more than just a source of water. It has been a major artery for trade and transportation. For centuries, goods from the east would have arrived on its currents, destined for the city's bustling markets. Rafts and simple boats, known as kaleks, would have navigated its waters, carrying grain, timber, and other precious commodities. Today, its commercial role has diminished, but its importance to the region's ecology and its symbolic power remain immense. To see it from above is to witness a fundamental force of nature, a constant flowing presence that has underpinned the story of human settlement in this part of the world. As we watch the sunlight dance upon its surface, there is a profound sense of peace. The river moves slowly, deliberately, indifferent to the passage of human time. It has seen civilizations come and go, yet it continues its inexorable journey to the sea. It connects Diyarbakır not just to its immediate surroundings, but to the broader history of Mesopotamia. It is the city's lifeblood, its constant companion, its eternal whispering link to the very dawn of history. Looking down into the heart of the old city, our eyes are drawn to the structures that rise above the sea of rooftops. These are the domes and minarets of mosques and the bell towers of ancient churches. They form a remarkable skyline, a testament to Diyarbakır's long history as a crossroads of cultures and religions. The most prominent is the Great Mosque of Diyarbakır, one of the oldest in Anatolia. From here we can see its vast courtyard and the elegant square minaret that stands apart from the main building. Its design incorporates Roman columns and Byzantine stonework, a beautiful example of how successive cultures have repurposed and built upon the foundations of their predecessors. Not far from the Great Mosque, the slender four-legged minaret of the Sheikh Matar Mosque stands out. It is a unique and iconic structure, built on 4 basalt pillars. Legend says that if you pass beneath it 7 times, your wish will be granted. From our aerial view, it appears as a delicate and improbable piece of architecture, a testament to the skill and imagination of its builders. Nearby, we can also spot the pointed dome and towering minaret of the Prophet's Mosque, another significant landmark. These structures are not just places of worship, they are architectural masterpieces and focal points for the community, their calls to prayer echoing through the city 5 times a day. But the Symphony of Faith is not limited to Islam. Diyarbakır has been home to a significant Christian community for centuries. We can identify the sturdy forms of ancient churches, such as the Syriac Orthodox Church of the Virgin Mary. There is also the Armenian Church of St. Giragos, one of the largest in the Middle East, its restored bell tower now once again a part of the skyline. The presence of these active churches, nestled among the mosques, tells a powerful story of coexistence and mutual respect that has characterized much of the city's history. From this peaceful height, the domes and spires appear to be in quiet conversation with one another. They punctuate the sky, each representing a different thread in the rich tapestry of Diyarbakır's cultural heritage. Mosques and churches stand side by side, their silhouettes blending into a single harmonious panorama. This view encapsulates the spirit of the city perhaps better than any other. It is a place that has absorbed many influences, many beliefs, and woven them into a unique and resilient identity. Let us now drift towards a particularly dense and active-looking part of the old city. This is the area of the historic bazaars and caravanserais. Even from this height, we can discern the patterns of commerce. We see large, rectangular buildings with central courtyards. These are the caravanserais, or Hans. The most famous is the Hasan Pasha Han, built in the 16th century. Its magnificent courtyard, which we can see clearly, is surrounded by a 2-story arcade. For centuries, these buildings served as inns for traveling merchants, providing secure lodging for them, their animals, and their goods. They were the engines of the Silk Road, bustling hubs of international trade. The bazaars themselves are a network of covered alleyways and markets that snake through the city. From above, their roofs appear as a distinct feature, sometimes vaulted, sometimes flat, designed to protect shoppers and vendors from the sun and rain. We cannot see the vibrant activity below, the colorful spices, the gleaming copperware, the rich textiles, but we can sense the energy of these places. They are the commercial heart of the old city, a role they have played for centuries. The pattern of the streets here is even more intricate, designed to draw people in and encourage them to explore the myriad of shops and workshops. The layout of these commercial districts tells a story of a sophisticated urban economy. Different crafts and trades would have been clustered together in specific sections of the bazaar. There would have been a street for the coppersmiths, another for the goldsmiths, and another for the carpet weavers. This organization made it easy for shoppers to find what they needed, and for artisans to collaborate and compete. While the specific goods may have changed over time, the fundamental structure and purpose of the bazaar remain. It is a living marketplace, not a museum, a place where the ancient rhythms of trade continue to this day. Floating above it all, one feels a sense of awe at the continuity of this human activity. For hundreds, if not thousands of years, people have gathered in these very spaces to buy, sell, and socialize. The hands that once sheltered weary camel caravans now host cafes and artisan shops, adapting to the needs of a new era. The echoes of the past are palpable, even from the sky. The bazaar is a timeless institution, a place of connection and exchange that lies at the very core of Diyarbakir's identity. As we continue our gentle journey across the sky, our eyes are drawn to pockets of vibrant green nestled within the city's ancient stone framework. These are not just the hidden courtyard gardens we saw earlier, but larger, more public spaces of tranquility. These gardens are the lungs of the old city, offering shade, beauty, and a connection to the natural world. They provide a soft counterpoint to the hard black basalt of the walls and the earthy tones of the rooftops. In a climate that can be harsh and dry, these oases are precious sanctuaries, cherished by the city's inhabitants. They are a testament to the human need for nature, even in the most densely populated of urban environments. One of the most significant green spaces is the park that now runs along the inside of the city walls. Where there were once military zones and cleared defensive areas, there are now landscaped gardens, walking paths, and quiet benches. From our vantage point, we can see families strolling and children playing, their small forms adding life and movement to the scene. This transformation of a defensive feature into a public amenity is a beautiful symbol of peace. The walls that were once meant to keep people out now embrace a space that brings people together. We can also see numerous smaller gardens associated with mosques and other historic buildings. The courtyard of the Great Mosque, for instance, contains ancient plane trees that provide a vast canopy of shade. From above, they look like large green clouds resting within the mosque's perimeter. These trees are as much a part of the city's heritage as the stones themselves, having provided comfort and shelter to generations of worshippers. Many of the older houses, too, are built around a central courtyard that almost always contains a tree or a small garden, creating a private paradise for the family within. These patches of green are vital components of the city's ecosystem and its aesthetic appeal. They break up the monotony of the stone and tile, cool the air during the hot summer months, and provide habitats for birds and insects. They are carefully tended spaces, each one a small act of cultivation and care. As we float above them, we are reminded that a city is more than just its buildings and streets. It is a complex living system, and these gardens are essential to its health and its soul. They are quiet spaces of rest and contemplation, oases of green in a city of stone. Our journey is drawing to a close. As we slowly gain altitude once more, the city of Diyarbakir coalesces back into a single magnificent vista. The intricate details of the rooftops, the winding alleys, and the peaceful gardens merge into a unified whole, held within the perfect dark circle of the ancient walls. The Tigris River continues its serene journey beside it, a silver guardian reflecting the endless sky. From this final panoramic perspective, we can truly appreciate the timeless beauty and unique spirit of this remarkable place. It is a city that wears its immense history with a quiet and profound dignity. The view is one of harmony and resilience. We see a city that has been a fortress, a capital, a center of learning, and a crossroads of faith. It has endured sieges, earthquakes, and the rise and fall of countless empires. Yet it remains, its essential character intact, its spirit unbroken. The black basalt walls stand as a powerful symbol of this endurance, while the vibrant life within them speaks of a culture that is both ancient and ever-renewing. It is a place of incredible depth, where every stone has a story, and every vista is layered with meaning. The peace and tranquility we have experienced from above are a true reflection of its deep and abiding soul. There is a powerful sense of perspective to be gained from this height. The concerns of the day-to-day seem to fade, replaced by an appreciation for the long, slow currents of history. Diyarbakır is not just a place on a map. It is a living link to our collective past, a treasure of human civilization. To have floated above it, to have witnessed its grandeur in such a peaceful and privileged way is to have touched something eternal. The city is a masterpiece of human creation, built in concert with the landscape that surrounds it, a testament to the enduring power of culture, community, and faith. As we gently drift away, the city becomes a jewel on the Anatolian plain, its dark walls and historic skyline a final, unforgettable image. It leaves an impression not of noise and haste, but of stillness and grace. This has been more than a simple flyover. It has been a meditation on time, resilience, and the quiet beauty of a place that has mastered the art of survival. Diyarbakır is a city that does not need to be shouted about. It is best discovered like this, in a moment of calm reflection, allowing its timeless story to unfold from the sky.